Alabama wants to run the ball early here against this front for Auburn.
McClellan in there now with Gibbs having picked up big yardage out of his carries. This time it's Bryce Young to throw, scanning the field. Now has to run for what he can get. Run out of bounds at about the line of scrimmage. Colby Wooden ran him out. Nobody open.
So we opened the game saying that there might be a path. Well, the path is getting clearer, Ness. South Carolina knocked off Clemson.
Wow.
And Michigan is pulling away 38-23 with the ball with 4 minutes to go.
Remember, Alabama's number 7 or were in the last college football rankings, so they're going to start rising maybe if things fall in.
But that lead is getting bigger. It's 45, and that means the Big Ten might not get 2.
Ooh. A lot of interesting football left, that's for sure.
As we said, college football last 2 weeks.
Burnip couldn't quite keep it out of the end zone. Auburn will have it for the second time when we come back.
When you start with better ingredients, better pizza, you also get better papadillas, better cheese sticks, better yummy this, and better tasty that.
With this, or you can get with that.
Get any 2 or more for just $6.99 each. That's Papa John's.
With my hectic life, you'd think retirement would be the last thing on my mind. Thankfully, Voya provides comprehensive solutions and shows me how to get the most out of my workplace benefits. Voya helps me feel like I got it all under control.
Voya. Well planned, well invested, well protected.
Around here, Saturdays don't just happen. Saturdays are in the details. It takes the X's, the O's, and the T's. The bounces, the flips, and the flights. The bulldog, the bear, and the beads of sweat. It takes this moment and this moment. When anything can happen, every detail counts. Pfizer and the SEC are teaming up to remind fans to get an updated COVID-19 booster shot.
T-minus 3 seconds for liftoff.
Command Center, be advised, we're going to need a few moments. My seatbelt's unbuckled.
Roger that, Captain.
He's open! A latch appears to be open. Please advise.
Is there a containment issue?
Touchdown! Is what we'll say when we land, Commander.
Captain, do we need to delay the launch?
Yes.
What is going on?
Everyone's watching the game with AT&T 5G.
That's too much.
It's college football. It's never too much.
Here come the Irish!
Okay, now you can start the countdown.
AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure.
Everyone's invited to the most festive day of the year.
Salutations! Ben Franklin, what are you doing here?
The more the merrier.
The special 1-hour Ghostsmas, Thursday, December 15th on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Get non-stop sports news, expert picks, and the biggest highlights on CBS Sports HQ, the free 24/7 sports news network. Download the CBS Sports app to watch today. You can catch Gary with the HQ gang after our game is over this afternoon.
I love competition with huge consequences. And we're just saying, oh, the path might be, there might be a way for Alabama, but that Auburn team is sitting right in front of them on the path.
That's right. Alabama defensively, as you look into the eyes of Will Anderson, here's the guys that join him. Byron Young, one of the seniors, is playing lights out lately. We were talking with Pete Golding about him. He said, I don't know, he's taking it to another level. I don't know if he's trying to impress the scouts or if he's just playing that hard because it's going to be his last couple games in an Alabama uniform. But he's been really, really good this season, especially the second half of it. First down, second possession for the Tigers from the 20. Robbie Ashford sets, throws short over the middle. Hunter with the catch, but he's dropped right in his tracks. Only got about a yard out of that. Deontay Lawson made the tackle.
You don't see a lot of blitzing against Auburn. Robbie Ashford has only seen it 16% of the time all year and does about the same versus blitz, man-to-man and zone. So you can see Alabama dropping a little more zone and challenging whether Robbie can read the defense and deliver the ball to the right guy.
Ashford comes in, only completing 49% of his passes. He's going to take off here, and now he's got an opening. This is what he does well. Robbie Ashford, about 25 yards before he's run out of bounds. Big play for the quarterback of the Tigers.
Well, we visited with defensive coordinator Pete Golding with Alabama yesterday. Walks in all comfortable, and then we bring up the broken plays by Robbie Ashford. Looked like he saw a ghost. He said, yeah, that's what worries me more than anything. He drops back, and does it. Alabama fans have been watching that story for 14 years around here.
Got it out to the 45-yard line. First down, Auburn. Tank Bigsby looking for some blockers and got him. And Tank goes over the midfield stripe to the 49 of Alabama.
Looked like maybe, was there a face mask at the end of this play? Yep, could have been called. I don't see a flag, though.
No. Should have been. Pickup of 6. Second down of 4.
I don't know if I'll need a shower after, but I'm sure Cadillac will need a shower after this game. He works hard on that side.
He really does. As if he was still playing.
I'll tell you, if they get a run down that sideline, he runs right with them.
They're going to have to call a timeout. That's kind of a waste in the opening 5 minutes of the game. So we'll take a break with them. A second down and 4 in Alabama territory for Auburn when we come back.
Heavy-duty pulling power to conquer the high road or the off-road. The GMC Sierra Heavy Duty. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC.
Okay, we'd open with creaky footsteps. Scary music goes all intense. The couple jumps up like, what is that? They scream, ah! And you go, it's the money you could save by bundling your home and car insurance. Money shoots out from drawers, vents from under the bed. The couple screaming, ah, ah.
Wait, wouldn't they be happy about the savings?
They're scared of how happy savings make them feel.
Oh, of course.
See how much you could save by bundling with Geico.
Oh yeah, we need these, no? You know what we do need?
Nacho fries, topped with everything.
We absolutely needed these.
Introducing Taco Bell's new 7-layer nacho fries.
It's nothing.
Sounds like something.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, unsystemic diarrhea.
Pepto-Bismol coats and soothes for fast relief when you need it most.
There's a formula for success. It takes practice, persistence, and an unwavering drive. Together, our aspirations become reality. Every triumph has its origin story. Ours begin right here, the University of Alabama, where legends are made.
Want to stay up to date? Just tell Siri, show me college football standings.
So a little confusion out there before the timeout. Auburn forced to take it to get things squared away with Robbie Ashford, who is 4th in the country for quarterbacks in attempts and 8th in yards. 5 rushing touchdowns. We've already seen him rip off a 25-yard gallop today. And on their second possession, Auburn in Alabama territory. Tank Bigsby avoids one tackler and somehow got to the corner to get the first down. Had 3 Alabama defenders that looked like they were going to drop him for a loss, led by Eli Ricks.
It was a free rusher coming from the outside right here, and Bigsby just makes him freeze. Goes right around him. Bigsby leads the SEC in yards after contact, but you can't even add it there. Nobody touched him.
That was yards after whiff.
Yes, a new stat, right?
First down at the 41. There's the numbers for Tank last week, over 100. So was Jarquez Hunter, as Gary said earlier. Ashford fires, incomplete, flags down. Going to have an interference, it appears.
I think there was 2 flags on the play.
Ricks is going to get one of them.
At the end with interference.
But there looked like there was another one earlier, right?
I don't know if somebody lined up off sides, but it appeared like the flag went out immediately, and then they added another flag.
Ken Williamson's our
2
referee.
fouls on the play, offside. Defense number 31 will be declined. Pass interference. Defense number 7 will be accepted. The penalty will place the ball at the spot of the foul and includes an automatic first down.
So Will Anderson guilty of the offside.
So Eli Ricks, who was missed with a concussion. We missed some time. First play of the game we did against Ole Miss was out the rest of the game. But 2 big plays. He misses the tackle when he's in the backfield, and then he's got pass interference to help the drive along for Auburn.
Auburn's worked it to the 26 with that penalty. And another first down. They had a penalty on their opening snap of the game and went backwards and had to punt, but now they got something working here on their second offensive series. Little toss. Bigsby. Short gain for Tank. We know a lot of you were watching Michigan and Ohio State. We welcome you to Bryant-Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Michigan a 45-23 winner over the Buckeyes. And welcome to the Iron Bowl, the 87th edition here. And so far, Auburn, a heavy underdog, led by an interim coach in Carnell Cadillac Williams, has got something working here against Alabama's defense. We know a lot of you are watching Michigan and Ohio State because, quite frankly, all of us were as well. Ashford off the right side. Robbie Ashford. He might score. He does. Touchdown, Auburn. Jarquez Hunter was leading the way in the backfield. And a 24-yard touchdown run.
It may come back, though, Ness. It may, because you know how they lunge, their knees go down right as they hit the goal line. Remember, the ball only has to break the plane. It doesn't have to hit inside the goal line. But this is what I thought Auburn needed in this game. The running of Ashford, his knees do come down. Now, where is the football when his knees come down?
We take a look from the pylon cam from the far side, and yeah, he might be down.
Yep, just short, I believe.
Otis was trying to bring him down. He wrapped him up, and let's see, he stretches.
No,
whoa,
touchdown.
His knees never hit.
Yes.
That's what you call laying out for the score.
And that's what you call calling it correctly the first time you called it.
Touchdown, Auburn.
I think he is.
And they're going to look at it, but Gene Steratore is with us, our rules expert from New York. Gino?
You guys nailed it. What a great job by Ashford of laying out and straightening the legs to not let any part of the lower leg.
Being down. Therefore, the result of the play is a touchdown.
I couldn't have said it better, fellas. Great play by Ashford and a touchdown after review.
So we just mentioned earlier he had 5 rushing scores, and his 6th one's about as pretty as you can do it.
Really liked the way replay wrapped it up quickly. Quick look. Let's see if the ball, Brad and I right away saw it. I'm sure the replay official saw the same thing. Boom, get it out there. Let's play football.
What a drive for Auburn.
And that timeout was timely, you know. And as you see, the point to the head, over and over, Cadillac Williams points to his head to his football team. We'll talk about that a little later. It's a great message to his football team.
Alex McPherson in for the point after. Up and good. Well, what a way to get things started for Auburn on the road against the 7th-ranked team in the country. Gary called this in the beginning. Get a 3rd guy involved running the football. Number 9 knows how to do it. 7-0 Tigers.
I'd love to have one of my own someday.
Thanks.
Oh, I was talking about your USAA bumper sticker.
My dad served. Passed membership down to me. I'll pass it to her.
That's a lucky kid.
USAA. It's for the military community.
More truck owners are switching to Ram, which means more people behind the grill are switching to Ram.
Gonna flip that?
And more people behind the grill. More first leg of the road trips. And more uncles who take Thanksgiving football games too seriously are switching to Ram.
During the Black Friday sales event, get 0% financing, plus $3,250 total bonus cash, plus no monthly payments for 90 days on select 2022 Ram 1500 models in dealer stock.
Nachos, better with Pepsi.
I be like, sheesh, sunset on the beach. Make me wanna pull up on Miami with the heat. I don't know about you, but I know about me. Summertime in Florida.
not a pizza, it's a melt. And for $6.99, it's just for you.
Excuse me, Donner. I'm in a big rush. Huge fan, by the way.
Reindeer in Here, premiering Tuesday, 9/8 Central on CBS.
Now it's time for Do Project Smarter, presented by the Home Depot.
Well, we talked about it in the open. Ness put an exclamation point on it to bring a runner to the game. And when Auburn has won, they've had a pretty good runner in this game. We were here for the comeback, Vern and I, Ness, and we saw a performance he put on in this stadium. Nick Marshall with his legs, even Stidham was struggled in for that touchdown for him. So
and now Ashford today, a 25-yard run first, and then a 24-yard touchdown gallop. High short kick. It'll be taken at the 19 by Ja'Cory Brooks. Made the first guy miss. And Ja'Cory gets out around the 35-yard line as we take you back to the touchdown.
Nass, it wasn't all the quarterback. Hunter, Shanker, and Luke Deal, the three key guys, all get a key block. I don't know if you can watch them all together. Tight end hooks. Hunter gets one, and Shanker seals off the inside linebacker. That's what creates the space. You run right at the edge of this Alabama defense, and three guys get their block. It works.
There you see the numbers for Robbie Ashford, for Auburn freshman. Cadillac's name in there as well from 2001. Now playing from behind, which is something that Alabama isn't necessarily used to. And Bryce Young comes up throwing to Latu, and too low.
It's one of those RPOs. Bryce Young has, got a lot of options on that play. A catchable ball, but those big guys, those tight ends, hate the ball below their knees like that. They don't bend as well as those little receiver guys.
Bryce 0 for 2 throwing the football so far. Second down and 10. Gibbs and McClellan both in there. As you see Gibbs settle in motion. And in a slot on the right side, Young loads and going long. Got a man there. Burton's got it. Jermaine Burton. All the way down to the 11-yard line.
What a delivery. Pretty good protection. Allowed Young to move up in the pocket. And you get one guy deep, and you've got it. As long as you have the time to throw this, you can set up. That safety was 20 yards deep, and he still set him up for the deep ball.
52-yard strike, and then Bryce gets run over after letting that one go. But they got it first and goal right at the 10. McClellan, a tough yard, that's about it. So we had big plays by the Auburn quarterbacks and legs, and then a big play off the right arm of the reigning Heisman Trophy winner. And the Tide threatening here at the 9-yard line. Two tight ends in for Alabama. McClellan in the backfield with Young. Isaiah Bond, a freshman, in motion. It's McClellan, left side. Taking tacklers with him inside the 5 to the 4. Third and goal.
Jace McClellan is not known as a big back, but he has been an effective back running in traffic, and he's put power back into this Alabama running game. They're using Gibbs more as a finesse back now, and it's McClellan and Williams for those tough yards between the tackles.
So third down and goal. Just inside the 5. As you look behind Bryce Young and the Alabama offense. 3 receivers set down to his right. He's looking the other way, however. Now buys himself some time. He's going to head to the sticks himself and trot in. Touchdown, Bryce Young.
First touchdown Bryce Young has scored in 6 games on his legs. He's not been doing that lately, but he got a great block from his right tackle, J.C. Latham. Watch the block right here to really free the quarterback on the play. Gets an inside rush, and he takes him. Auburn loses containment, and that's not what you do with this guy. He trots in.
AT&T 5G pylon cam number 9's coming right at you. 5-yard touchdown. Will Reichert in for the point after. Up and good.
2 touchdowns on the ground, 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah, exactly. 62 yards in 5 plays. A big chunk off his arm, and then a 5-yard run for number 9. We're even at 7.
Buying a home? Rocket Mortgage will cover 1% of your rate for the first year at no cost to you, saving you hundreds, even thousands with Inflation Buster. That's more mini vacations, a lot more lattes, more date nights. Plus, if rates drop within 3 years of your home purchase, you get exclusive savings when you refinance with Rate Drop Advantage. That's more cash in your pocket. Save when you buy today and refinance tomorrow. Visit inflationbuster.com to get started.
This the biggest bounce of the summer. Hey, if you come in and come down, play. If you feel too shy, then watch for me. Watch for me. Shake it. This the biggest bounce of the summer. If you ain't coming, that's a bummer. Watch for me. This the biggest bounce of the summer.
It seems like places are giving you less and less food these days.
Yes, Mama, it's called shrinkflation. Oh, shrinkflation, that's just another word for robbery. But this is shackflation. What? Dang, that's huge. Extra pepperoni, extra cheese on that thing.
Smile Direct Club. These are Smile Direct Club aligners. They can turn a smile like this into a smile like this in as little as 4 to 6 months for less than $3 a day. Choose Smile. Get started for free at SmileDirectClub.com.
Tomorrow, NFL on CBS. Week 12 slate features an outstanding matchup between the Bengals and the Titans, the Texans and the Dolphins. We'll get you set for all the games with JB and the guys on the NFL Today at noon Eastern. Tomorrow, the NFL is on CBS. 7-7 here at Bryant-Denny Stadium. And each quarterback has a touchdown run. There they are. 2 number 9s. Will Reichert has it teed up. Jarquez Hunter waits back at the goal line for Auburn. That extra point by Will Reichert gives him 411 points in his Alabama career. And his kickoff sails halfway through the end zone, so Auburn will bring it out to the 25-yard line. Now it's time for our Hometown Connection presented by T-Mobile. Here's Jenny.
Being from Hoover, Alabama, Robbie Ashford, he grew up watching the Iron Bowl. His family outnumbered by Crimson Tide fans, though. So how did Ashford wind up liking Auburn? He told me, I just wanted to be different. He was around 4 years old when he decided to support the Tigers. He was even sporting a nice Bo Jackson jersey. You see an adorable picture with his grandfather, Robert, there showing off his school pride. Ashford did say, despite the fandom, his family is rooting for his success today, but maybe not his brother-in-law, guys. Former Alabama D-tackle, 3-time national champ, Damian Square. The rest of the family, though, cheering him on today.
That's great. Great stuff. Robbie with the toss here to Tank Bigsby. Alabama stretching it out and buries Bigsby for a loss. Eli Ricks takes him out of bounds.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Jordan Battle, the safety, did. The end man on the line of scrimmage. Dallas Turner does the same thing, buys time. Good flow inside out by Latham, number 93. That's the kind of defense that Alabama wants to play against that toss.
Loss of 4. Empty backfield on second down at 14.
Here comes Bigsby back to fill it up. Not quite.
They're going to throw it to him out in the flat. See if they can make somebody miss. It's not going to happen. Brian Branch, good open field tackler, brings him down. It's going to be 3rd and long.
Was a little bit of a question of how much would we see Brian Branch, because Auburn likes to use the tight ends in the running game, but when he's in there, he is very physical.
Toss to Bigsby. Not going to get to the edge. Run out of bounds at the 25. It'll be 4th down.
Do get the feeling that if Alabama gets any play to get Auburn behind the chains, it's going to be very difficult for Auburn.
Getting a little chippy, and the coaches and the officials trying to separate everybody.
Yeah, I think good job by the officials there. Okay, don't need to throw a flag that early. Maybe a little warning. That's enough.
Here's the end of the play, and Bigsby's run out in the Alabama bench. And
yeah, I thought some of the players on Auburn took exception to Dallas Turner's end of the play where he put his hand in the face of Bigsby.
Oscar Chapman set to punt. And whistles. Oh, this one dead.
Yeah, delay little illegal procedure, excuse me, is what I was trying to say.
Offense number 29, 5-yard penalty. It remains 4th down.
So Chapman's going to have to back up 5. And that will give number 1, Kool-Aid McKinstry, even better field position on the end of this punt. Kool-Aid over 17 to return, but for the most part in the second half of the year, people have tried desperately to keep it away from him. Try not to give him an opportunity for those gaudy stats. And his punt returns. Oh, they got close to Chapman that time. McKinstry's going to have to call fair catch as he backpedals around the 35. And that's where Alabama will take over.
As we watch the fair catch, Ness said it came pretty close. Coming off the edge, Bond has a path. Ooh, right Henderson.
Yeah. Friday on CBS, it's TV's top new series, Fire Country, a show critics call explosive, compelling, and pure entertainment. Don't miss Fire Country, Friday, 9, 8 Central on CBS. Brad Nessler, Gary Danielson, Jenny Dell with you with our CBS crew here at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Gene Steratore with us in our New York studios. And Jahmyr Gibbs with us off the left side. And he got about 6. Cut down by Jalen Simpson. So Gibbs, when healthy, is a dangerous dude.
Yeah, in all different ways. Catching the ball, slashing. Once he gets in the open field, you're not going to catch him.
We saw that earlier this season. Some of the big runs or receptions that he had. Young got some pressure that time in the pocket, and that one hits the dirt, and so does Bryce.
So what you have to do with Bryce Young, understand, we've seen the game plan unfold. When he moves around, he's really dangerous, so you got to keep him in the pocket. You don't have all day, and that time Joseph did a good job of playing through his man. Everybody stayed in their lane. Nowhere for Bryce Young to move around and make that play outside of the play call.
Last year, as Gary talked about earlier, sacked 7 times, 3 of them by Derek Hall. 3rd down and 4. From the 41. Young, pressure coming again from the backside. This time he delivers to JoJo. No, it's not Earl. It's Kendrick Law, a young guy, and a flag down. Derek Hall's a man that's down.
Offside.
For Auburn.
Defense number 29. That penalty will be declined. Result of the play is a 1st down.
Well, the penalties on Derek, and Derek's still down as well.
So both Will Anderson and Derek Hall both lined up off sides. Matched up against Steen that time. Comes around, kind of hit into his own guy. I think he ran into Wooden, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Those two guys always say, I'll meet you at the quarterback. And they did, but they met each other instead. Timeout with Derek Hall down.
You hear that? Ooh, this cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling. Listen. The sizzling, the chopping, the spatula.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
cheesesteak?
grill.
Grill right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
At Honda, we know you have to drive through the mud if you want to reach the rainbow. Brave the desert before you find the oasis. Conquer the mountain to see how far your dreams can take you. The all-new CR-V and CR-V Hybrid, part of the Honda line of rugged vehicles.
Everybody's talking about So Help Me Todd.
Must be nice to be perfect.
It's exhausting. Catch up on So Help Me Todd, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
Well, Derek Hall comes off under his own power, but he doesn't look like things are quite the way he had hoped here in the first quarter. I think he's going to head to the medical tent.
Yeah, you got a feeling that something tweaked and scared him, and he wanted to make sure before I get up, I'm not going to hurt myself anymore as he limps forward.
Dylan Brooks will come in and take his spot. First down, Alabama at the Auburn 46. Gibbs in motion. He'll get the toss around the left corner. Jahmyr Gibbs out at the 40. So about 5 out of that.
It's a fancy sweep, but it counts as a pass. And just a little note, the Gibbs and Bixby are the only 2 FBS backs in the country that lead their teams in both rushing attempts and receptions. Very diversified players, both of them are.
That's Gibbs' 41st reception of the year. They throw it out Ja'Cory Brooks this time. He broke through kind of a wall over there, and he just snuck through it.
Of course, Oots that time, Robbie Oots, number 45, goes in motion from the H-back spot. 1 block, 2 blocks, and he creases it to the short side of the field.
It's the way you draw it up, but half the time that doesn't work. Perfect that time.
Auburn fans remember Ja'Cory Brooks from a year ago.
Yeah, absolutely. Big play to get the game into first of 4 overtimes. First down, blitz coming on Young. Has time, though, and fires it out complete to Oots. And Oots cartwheels down to the 12-yard line, maybe the 11.
Great design by offensive coordinator Bill O'Brien. Came back with the same look that they ran the quick screen. This time's a pass, got the outlet. Bryce takes him, first down. Beautiful play calling by Bill O'Brien right there in the center with the hat on.
First down at the 11-yard line. They can get a first down at the 1. Latu in motion. Jahmyr Gibbs only got to the 10. Nice job by Colby Wooden. First guy there.
So this is where it gets tough calling plays if you're Alabama. Everybody says they don't run the ball enough, they're not balanced enough, but you got number 9, and it's hard to take the ball out of his hands.
No doubt. And McClellan in the backfield with Bryce. Wants to throw back to McClellan. Got it to him, and he's got it. Touchdown, Alabama.
It's about trust. Bill O'Brien trusts your quarterback on the throwback. This could be a dangerous throw, but Bryce Young has earned the trust. The call, trust your playmaker, and it comes through for a touchdown. Well-designed play, 2-on-1. You got your tight end and your running back out there, kind of a half a defender to cover 2 guys.
Yep. That's McClellan's 3rd receiving touchdown of the year as Will Reichard's in for the point after, which is up and good. So another good-looking Alabama drive. 14 unanswered. 8 plays, 65 yards, and the touchdown to Jace McClellan.
When disaster strikes, what really matters? It's not walls, pipes, or sheetrock. It's not rugs or furniture. What matters most is getting you back on your feet. And you deserve a company that knows what matters. Belfour, restoring more than property.
Did you know Google makes a phone? Do you know about its camera? Like the way it fixes blurry photos. Magically erases annoying distractions. And even fixes photos taken with your old phone. Now that you know all that, did you know switching has never been easier? Start fixing with Pixel, the only phone engineered by Google. Switch now and get Google Pixel 7 or Pixel 7 Pro for free.
Smith looking. Back of the end zone. DK Metcalf, touchdown Seattle.
Took a little less than 3 minutes for Alabama to take it 65 yards for that touchdown from Young to McClellan. And so for Bryce Young, that is 26 straight games with a touchdown pass. And this one just got the corner of the end zone to bring it out to the 25.
Nice sequence by Alabama. Safe throw, started out into the formation, motion, easy quick screen. 3-on-2 to the top. He's got the numbers. That's a game plan play. Now you come back. You've got something off of that play. Same look. This time it's a different. Bryce Young patient. Trust from the coach. Takes it down there. Now 2nd and long near the goal line. A little bit of a roll right. Dangerous play throwback. But he's got a veteran quarterback. And they stick it in the end zone.
There's what we just said. Another mark for Bryce Young. And Robbie Ashford comes up throwing for a first down to Shedrick Jackson. Shedrick had a couple of catches last year in this game.
So you get the feeling for Alabama. I mean, we know the cards that Alabama has, and Auburn does too. I mean, Bryce Young is the center of that attack. But anything that Ashford can get them in the passing game.
That's gravy.
Yeah, absolutely.
On Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah. We're both done. No, you got yours Saturday.
I got mine tomorrow.
Sunday, right.
Ashford under center with a little option toss to Jarquez Hunter. And Hunter lost the ball. Alabama's covered it. DJ Dale's got it for the Tide.
Boy, you got to feel bad for Jarquez Hunter. He tries to make a sharp cut, but he's got the football in his right hand. When he makes the cut, if he had it in his left hand, he would have been okay. Watch, option play. He's got it. Switch it to your left hand. It is in his left hand. My mistake. He hits his own guy in the back.
Yep.
Shanker. I thought it was stripped by Alabama. It was his own player that popped it. Tough break for Jarquez Hunter on that play, but a turnover for Bama.
DJ Dale covered it at the 48, so Alabama with a touchdown lead and in Auburn territory. Late here in the first quarter. Young, blitz coming off the corner. He got away from that one and throws low, but complete to Isaiah Bond. First down. Let's get a Jeep update. Our New York studios. Here's Zook.
Hey, Ness, I know you know Michigan punished Ohio State. Number 4 TCU trying to stay perfect and get to that CFP. 4th and 2 at Iowa State. Max Duggan to Dracorius Spivey. Touchdown. Back to you.
Duggan's been really good, and so is Bryce Young, who got it complete to Ja'Cory Brooks. And Alabama knocking on the door again.
Ja'Cory Brooks is coming out to be the go-to receiver for this Alabama football team. Last year in this game, it was Mechie with 20 targets. Right now, Brooks is their go-to receiver.
24-yard pickup down to the 11. Back to the ground. And McClellan takes Tiger tacklers with him near the 5. And that's going to bring the first quarter to a close.
Throw the ball, and now nice full. Oh, Cameron did Latu that time. Nice job coming across. He was supposed to kick out, but as it closed down, he just folded him the way he wanted to go.
McClellan still down, but Alabama is up by a touchdown over their arch rivals from Auburn. 14-7, 7th-ranked Tide.
Entresto is the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
At Domino's, next time you order 2 medium 2-topping pizzas for $6.99 each, you could be in for a shock. Because hundreds of new electric vehicles are rolling out to deliver Domino's across America.
You're good. I'm great.
Silent night, oh.
New episode Sunday on CBS.
Dear ski instructor, class is in session. And this time we've got a thing or two to teach you. Check out these sick moves and get in on non-stop action. With sharp handling and insane performance, this ride's gonna get pretty exhilarating. Follow us, Toyota. Trade in any used vehicle and buy or lease a 2022 or newer Toyota to receive 2 all-access season passes to Mount Hood Meadows. Toyota, let's go places.
Folks, it looks like we're gonna have to land this big old bird
Earlier than expected, because it's the Xfinity Black Friday sale. Stream your heart out with the ultimate streamer setup when you get internet with unlimited data for $55 a month. Plus, get a free Flex 4K streaming box.
Oh my.
And for a limited time, get HBO Max included for 1 year. Even you, 22C.
Flight attendants, prepare for streaming.
Drop everything. Get to the Xfinity Black Friday sale. Click, call, or visit a store today.
Dear night owls, when darkness falls, our stunning style takes flight as we soar over city streets. And our fuel economy is ever so wise. This ride's a hoot. Trust us, Toyota sedans.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Find yours at toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
We've got your game plan. Learn more at PacificOffice.com.
Just sort of seemed like a harmless carry.
Yeah.
Jace McClellan was dropped at the 5-yard line, but sometimes you don't realize what goes on under those piles, and you're going to see his ankle turned under the tackler.
Yeah, it got a little ouchy right here,
Yep.
didn't it?
And so he comes off limping rather badly. Meanwhile, his team is just outside the 5-yard line with a 2nd down and 4. Derek Hall is back in the lineup for Auburn. That's good news for their defense. And touchdown, Roydell Williams, the guy that just came in for McClellan, and he scores.
It does feel like Alabama has found their rotation in their running game now, using all of the backs. Gibbs out in the open field, McClellan when he's healthy, and Roydell Williams is the power back, his short yardage back. Oh, good job. Booker and Steen do a great job at the point of the attack, holding off that front for Auburn that was so tough for Alabama to run a year ago against.
Well, remember, the fumble recovery at the 48 gave the Tide a short field, and it didn't take them long, 1 minute, in fact, to get in the end zone again, and Reichard's extra point is good. So 48 yards in 4 plays, and now Auburn has seen Alabama score 21 straight.
Yeah, that turnover, right? They had a positive play, give the Alabama the ball back, and they've got it rolling now.
Roydell Williams' 4th rushing touchdown of the year has given the Tide a 21-7 lead. 1 play into the 2nd quarter. Reichard will tee it up in front of the sellout crowd here at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Jarquez Hunter waits back at the goal line for the Tigers. And Jarquez will let this one go out back of the end zone. Well, let's test your knowledge now with today's Aflac trivia question. Which is 2004 featured 3 12-0 teams, including Auburn. Which teams played for the BCS national title that year?
SEC fans remember this like it was yesterday. Huge chip on their shoulder because Auburn did not get in it.
Auburn,
a little hint.
Cadillac was on that 2004 team.
Kind of changed the whole story. It kind of initiated the championship BCS. Oh man, this offense for Auburn cannot settle down. Unforced errors.
Offense number 71. 5-yard
They've
penalty.
had one drive, and that was mostly Robbie Ashford.
Yep. This is how they started the game. On the first snap, false start.
And
they
again,
do the same thing on this drive.
And now the challenge again, as I've talked about, this Auburn team cannot afford to get behind the chains. On first down, they need 3 or 4 yards. Now, what does 3 or 4 yards give them? Problems.
And it's going to be a reverse from Bigsby to Hunter, and Hunter's got the edge and got blockers. And he not only picks up the penalty yardage, he rips off a 20-yard run for a first down.
Well, two things obviously you like about this play if you're an Auburn fan. Number one is you give it back to the guy who fumbled the ball. It's a long football game. And number two, the creativity in this running play. Ike Hilliard calling plays, and Will Friend, the offensive line coach, dialed up a nice one there.
I love what you said to Ike Hilliard when we talked to him the other day about play calling and running the football so often. We'll get to that in a second. There's a bootleg. Ashford throws. Almost intercepted. Back there by Eli Ricks.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. We get Ike Hilliard, the wide receiver from Florida, under Spurrier, and he's talking about how he wants to run the ball 80 times.
You said when you used to play, you'd shake your head every time there was a running play.
I could always tell when it was a running play when he played for Florida. Come out of the huddle shaking his head no. Ike said
he totally agreed with you.
He did. Yes, he did.
Second down and 10. 2 tight ends in for Auburn. Toss to Bigsby. And Tank Bigsby going to be close to a first down. Let's check in with Jenny.
All right, we got a slew of them. We're going to start with DJ Dale. He spent some time in the injury tent. His middle and pointer finger were wrapped up on his right hand, but he's good to go. Jason McClellan, we saw him not putting any weight on that right ankle. He's still being evaluated. That's a questionable return. And for Derek Hall for Auburn, his mom was standing right next to me at the fence. The trainers came over, said he was stepped on, but he's been paying through pain. They wrapped up that left forearm, guys.
All right. You really got a decent intel when mom's telling you
right.
Okay. First down at the 49. Ashford throws over the middle, complete. Coy Moore. And Coy Moore's got a first down.
Another well-designed play. The tight receiver in a condensed formation comes across with the clear out to the wide side of the field. Plenty of protection. Bobby Ashford actually makes a nice throw with someone right in his face right there.
They got 17 out of that to the 34-yard line of Alabama.
This might be the most important drive of the game for this Auburn football team. Stay in the game.
They led 7-0. They've seen Alabama score 21 straight. And now they're looking for an answer here. Play action. Ashford's going to go back to Tank Bigsby out in the flat. And Tank gets to the 31, brought down there by DeMarco Helms.
Auburn has to be very happy with the performance of Robbie Ashford in this game so far. They've asked him to run, he's done it. They've asked him to throw from the pocket and be smart about it. He's been smart with the football.
Second down and 7 at the 12.5-minute mark of the second quarter.
And if you're calling plays, you know, do you think right now I got 3 more downs to get a first down? If you need them. Good quarterbacking right there. Not enough time for him to go out and shift. Brings him back, gets him in the right formation.
Darquez Hunter on the swing pass out of the backfield, and he's close to a first down. I think he's about a yard or half a yard shy.
It's part of your job as a quarterback to make sure your guys are in the right formation. Look around. You know where you want them. Bring them back. Now he goes in motion. They were going to shift him back there. Didn't have time on the play clock. Ends up being a very positive play.
And a manageable third down. 3rd and 1. Jace McClellan looks like he's walking okay on the sideline, but we'll have to wait and see when the offense comes back out if he's going to be out and be part of it. Right now, the defense trying to bulk up on a 3rd and 1. Hunter, second effort, got it. First down, Auburn.
So how about that little note about Darquez Hunter, Ness? He's rushed for over 100 yards 4 times, and all 4 times Bigsby did as well in the same game. That's called complementary running backs, isn't it?
It sure is. Great 1-2 punch between those two.
And to that Auburn offensive line, when they're not moving early, they're doing pretty well.
First down. At the Alabama 23. Toss. Tank Bigsby trying to get to the edge. Only got about a yard. Nice job defensively by Jordan Battle. And now he and Bigsby have a few words.
Yeah, Battle just sees the play. He's a very aggressive safety. Good tackler. Wraps him up. Just don't throw your body. Wrap him up. You go out to practice, you hear it 100 times. Wrap up the ball carrier.
Second down and 8. Bigsby, the tailback from the pistol set behind Ashford. Those two have a little chat going on the snap count and the slap count. And Bigsby, only a yard. Got it to the 20.
So there hasn't been a lot of changes in this Auburn offensive line. Cameron Stutz, number 62, is usually the left guard, but Jeremiah Wright is in the game right now, and that Alabama defense kind of stuffed that hole, did they not?
Tim Smith, part of that, stuffing the hole. And it brings up 3rd down and 7. Big 3rd down. As Gary said, though, might be 2-down territory on the road against your arch rival.
Yeah, our arch rival is putting points up pretty easily.
Right. To'o coming on a blitz. Ashford fires, end zone. Got it. Touchdown.
Nobody in the country can throw it better than that.
Javarius Johnson in the corner of the end zone, a 20-yard touchdown strike.
Beautiful wheel route. Enough time to throw it, and it is delivered. He's the 3rd receiver in. The inside slot comes in, clear. Beautifully designed play. It took some time, but it was delivered perfectly.
Dropped it in the bucket. Right at you.
What about that drive? They started out with a penalty. I said it's a problem. They get behind the chains. They pick it up with a very creative run play, and they stick a 10-play, 75-yard drive on them.
Jeremiah Wright is the injured player.
Yeah, and he was in for Stutz, so we'll see if Stutz is injured as well. That could be a big problem.
Working on the left knee right now, Jeremiah.
Oh, he says you're okay. See him tap him right there? You're okay.